welcome to another model railroading video. We are on my layout. Today I will be showing you guys this new local that I got for my layout. Yeah. So on that note, let me get behind the camera and show you what the new local is that I got. Even though you can already tell by the title of the video, I'm going to show you guys my new local, and that being said is my Intermountain Manufacturing CN Heritage Unit. That being said is 3115 BC Rail Heritage Units, which is what I picked up on the 2nd last week of March, and I gotta say, this engine was pretty cool, and it's not latest release. It was released in 2023. I would have gotten that engine when it was released, but I had other ideas in mind. But oh well, at least I got it now, and yeah. And another reason why I decided to get 3115 after 3115 in March, like after I got my Athearn Genesis SD70 ECUs, it's because I used to only have one Gevo, and now I got two Gevos, which is why I decided to get me another Gevo so that I can expand on my Gevo fleet on my model railway, and yeah. And on that note, it's on the tripod now, so I will take this off the tripod now, and so you guys can get a closer look at it, and then eventually get it running. So everything's already on here. So it has number lights. I don't know if you guys can see the number lights. It's because it's so bright with the basement lights in here. And as you can tell, it has the CN logo right there. It has that right there, the IPO 25 logo for CN. And another thing that's worth mentioning is that it also has the rotating bearing axles, just like what my Athearn locomotives have, and yeah. And of course it has the K5HL, which is what most Gevos have. Not all of them have K5HLs, which is what I almost said there, but most of them do, and yeah. And it's safe to say this is a Tier 4 Gevo. I have a straight Gevo, and this is a Tier 4 Gevo that I got here, and yeah. And it has that there, and that, and I also heard that Scale Trains did 3115, and so did Broadway Limited, and another company did 3115, but in a different scale. But Broadway Limited and Scale Trains did 3115 also, and I ended up deciding on Intermountain because I think Intermountain's the way to go when it comes to Gevos, and Athearn has good Gevos also, so I would probably say on another extent for Gevos is Athearn and Genesis, or Intermountain and Athearn for Gevos, and yeah. And it also has a Gram White E-Bell, which is what almost all Gevos have, or latest Gevos that have Gram White E-Bells. The older Gevos still have their steel bells. Some of them would get replaced with Gram White E-Bells, some wouldn't, and yeah. Anyways, let's get this nice looking engine running. Let's set this down here so you guys can get a good view of the train pulling out. Okay, don't go on an angle. Okay, here we go. Let's get it running. Okay, engine's now running, and you guys get to enjoy some nice angles, some decent angles of the train go by, and yeah. Get it going by here, and then I'll set it down to there so you guys can watch it go by from that angle, and I can get this other train going also. And you guys get to see two trains running in the same direction. That being said, a train race, and yeah. Let's get a nice side-by-side run here. The local and mixed rate coming by here, yeah. Okay, let's move over to the other side. And this is a good view, especially with the this view there. Yeah. Next freight going by, and now we got the local coming up. Pulling a dimensional load led by SC40-2 with a dimensional load. Trenton Works boxcars completed with a caboose. So another thing that I'd like to mention that I also picked up recently are these 6 new CN Rapido Trains Inc. Trenton Works boxcars that I picked up on the exact same month I got 3115, and yeah. So yeah, 2 new recent add-ins to the layouts. CN 3115 and my Rapido Trains Inc. my CN Rapido Trains Inc. Trenton Works boxcars, and yeah. And another thing that I'd like to mention is that the only thing that's bugging me is that the volume on my local is turned down, but I'm just yet to the next when I do take my Intermountain local in to get programmed to my friend's house. That being said, Jason Underhill 6215 on YouTube. Whenever when I take it to his house to get programmed, not only that he'll program it, I'll also get him to adjust the volume. We'll do a crossing sequence with the new local, and yeah. And I also really like how the horn triggers the valve, which is what almost every locomotive has, and yeah. And I always ring the bell and blow the horn when I'm going by a crossing on not just model trains, but in train simulation games also, and yeah. this is going to wrap it up for today's testing review, guys, of my latest adding to my model railroad collection. That being said, my Intermountain Manufacturing CN Tier 4 G-Roll. It's a heritage unit, and yeah. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And this local's really good local, runs really good, and yeah, I'm really glad that I picked this up, and yeah. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn notifications on, leave comments, and I'll see you guys in my other videos. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all later.